Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deborah, and if you're new here, I share a weekly grocery haul that I do every week for my family of 5, and we do this every single week on one single income. Today I'm coming back with another grocery haul. It's Monday, but today was a little bit different. My husband tasked me with, again, keeping it under our budget, but he told me that there might be a supply chain issue that's going to be happening. So he was basically like, get everything you need, but also make sure you keep it under budget. So I'm like thinking, how do I do that? How do I get everything that we need in case there is a supply shortage? If you don't know, there might be a strike that's happening with some dock workers, or might happen, and so obviously that's going to cause massive supply chain issues. And so you never want to be on the end of not having things that you need in case there is a supply chain issue. Things might get more expensive, or you just may not get the things that you like or need. I'm going to share tips on how I kind of foolproof our house in case there is things like this, and tips that I think will help you shop smart and make sure you don't miss out on deals. So let's get into this grocery haul. This was we needed a lot of things, but there are some things that I did not get because I had prepped ahead. So let's get into it. So this week I made sure to pick up some apple juice. Last week, I will link my grocery haul from last week up in the description and the cards, but last week when I went to Aldi's, they did not have apple juice. My kids love apple juice. They didn't have it. So this week I made sure to grab 2 just in case. I also picked up some coffee for my husband. He's been drinking this brand called Stoke. Aldi used to have this other one that was a cold brew concentrate, but they have not had it in, I would say, like almost a year, and my husband has been devastated about it. But we've been getting this, and it's been getting him through the day. Also picked up my son's favorite, these animal cracker stacks. I actually spent a day recreating some of my favorite, or my children's favorite snacks, and I will link that also in the description. And we'll see if he likes them better than the store-bought ones. But again, the ingredients are a lot better. I also picked up some crackers. They love these. Honestly, this does not last more than midweek in our house. Like, my kids love these. I also picked up some organic fruit snacks. They love this. I just stick it into their backpacks. Again, in my video that I made about recreating some of our favorite snacks, I made some gummies, and so again I had to test to see if they'll like it. I picked up some lightly salted rice cakes. I don't always buy this, but my baby has been eating this as a little snack and she really loves it, so I think it's just a great little snack for her to have. I also picked up her favorite. These are these little pouches. It has 6 unsweetened regular applesauce, 3 apple strawberry, and 3 bananas. And again, it's a variety pack, and there's 12 in here. She loves these. Again, we can just stick them into our diaper bag, and it's a great snack for church or anytime we're on the go. I picked up some pasta. I got penne rigati and rotini. We were running low on these. I didn't have any in our cabinet, and the other day I wanted to make some chicken broccoli alfredo, and I like to make it with penne, and I didn't have it, so I made sure to grab 1 box of these, and these were on sale as well. I'll put the prices on the screens for each item. I also picked up some spaghetti. I always get the organic spaghetti from Aldi's. I don't know why, I just like it better than the family pack. I'm sure the family pack would be a lot better price, but I just like the way these taste a lot better, and they were on sale. An item that I've never picked up before is the chickpea spaghetti. My baby, who has a dairy and egg sensitivity, again, the organic spaghetti it says it may contain eggs in it, and so to not run that risk, I picked this up. I've never seen it there before, so this is going to be a nice one to see if she likes it. One thing sometimes with these, the ones that like kind of like whole wheat or chickpea or anything like that, sometimes if you boil them just too much, they turn into complete mush, so you have to like boil them at the right time so then they don't turn into like complete like mashed potatoes. But I'm excited to try this and see if she likes it. My husband So this is something I normally never, ever, ever pick up. But my husband was asking for some chicken breast in a can because he's on his like diet kick, and he said this will be a quick thing of protein, and he found it on Reddit and found this recipe that he wants to try. So I picked them up for him. My son, as you guys all know, is obsessed with Danimal smoothies. These were not on sale this week. I think a couple of weeks back on my other grocery haul, I was able to pick up a bunch of them because they were on sale. And here's a tip. If you find items that aren't normally on sale or a good price, it's something that you consume a lot, make sure you pick up a bunch of them at that time. And then you can either store or freeze them later when you need them. And when you need them, you can just pull them out of storage or out of the freezer, and there, you're not going to spend it on your normal grocery budget. That's what I like to do a lot of the time with some items that I get. If they're on sale and I see it right then and there, if my budget can allow it, I will grab an extra, like maybe 1 or 2 extra of them, and then store them either in my storage or in my freezer. So I only picked up 3 of these. I think these were about like $3.20 something. So I just picked up 3 packs of that. I got the waffles again for my daughter. I know, you guys, I need to just make my own priorities. I'm working, I'm getting there. I need to make my batch cook days and make her some waffles. So yesterday I had my baking day. I told you we were recreating our children's childhood snacks or favorite snacks, and we used up all of our butter. So I had to pick up this butter. Again, I like this Aldi one. It's just pasteurized cream and salt, and there's nothing else added. No like seed oils, nothing, just pasteurized cream and salt, and that's it. They had the organic one, but the organic one was just a little bit too pricey for me for today, so I just didn't pick it up. And this one I believe was around like $3. The organic one I think was about $5.27. Just wasn't in the budget, so I just grabbed the regular one. I picked up some cheese. I got sharp cheddar in Mexican style. We were running low on cheese. My kids love to have pasta or mac and cheese a lot during the week, and I typically always make that from scratch, so we go through a lot of cheese. So I need to restock on some cheese. Now, this is something I don't always normally get. This is, again, a convenience food item. I got some fish sticks for my kids when they come back from preschool, or if as a quick snack, I can just make that up for them. Next, I picked up some marinara sauce. I talked about this in my other video. If you watched it, again, I'll link it below and in the cards. But Aldi's has not had this organic marinara sauce in like a couple of weeks, and it's just been devastating to me because I really, really like it. So this week, I picked up 2 of them, and then while I was in the checkout line, I noticed that the other one had a faulty seal. So, just to not risk getting botulism or anything, I left the other one and I just didn't go back and grab it. But I just picked up 1 today, which I should have picked up extra. Again, use my tips. I believe this was on sale too. I'll have to double check, but if you can get stuff that you need, especially stuff that you can store in your storage or your pantry, get them when they're on sale or when they're a good price, or if they're going to be gone. I'm just upset. I just love this so much. It tastes so good, and it has really, really, really good ingredients. I was running low on some garlic salt. Aldi was having a huge sale on all of their seasonings. I think they were like about 75 cents or so, but I only needed garlic salt. I could have went crazy and grabbed other things that I didn't need, but I wasn't running low on anything but garlic salt, so I just didn't grab anything else. I picked up my favorite thing from Aldi, one of my favorite things from Aldi, which is their yogurt, their organic yogurt. Their organic yogurt. This one's the vanilla one. I've gotten the plain. The plain's good, but my favorite is vanilla, because if I get the plain, I can just add the vanilla extract flavor itself on my own, but I'm just going to get the one that's already done because it's not that big of a monetary difference. My husband is going to be so happy. I mentioned in the other grocery haul video that I've just been picking up the kettle chip one, the regular, but his favorite is actually the sea salt and vinegar, so I know he's probably going to devour this by the end of the week, or even before the end of the week. This is his favorite, and it tastes really, really good. My kids are probably going to fight him for it too. So I'm so glad that they had it this time, and I picked it up for him. Sorry, y'all. I got a sick baby, so she'll be here with us for the rest of this. So we also picked up some hash browns. My kids love these for a quick, easy breakfast in the morning when they're rushed to get them to preschool. I picked up, so we're about to get into the meat section. So I only picked up one family size pack of ground turkey. Normally I would pick up maybe 2 of these, but again, the prices have gone up. This is now about $6. I remember when they used to be about $4 to $5. Now it's about, I think it was like $6.50. I'll put the price up on the screen. And so I only just grabbed one. One thing that I have done when these things were on at a good price, I would pick up extra and I would just put them in our freezer. So I'm not pressed, especially with the supply chain issue, on needing to pick up more stuff or not being able to maybe afford to get more. I have some stored in my freezer because when they were a good price, I bought them and just stored them, and I have a little bit of a stockpile. Now again, normally I would have also picked up some drumsticks. I would have picked up some chicken thighs. You guys, chicken thighs were about $9 for a family pack. They used to be $7, and I thought $7 was expensive. So I was like, we are not buying that today. Maybe next week or in a couple of weeks they'll be a little bit cheaper and I'll pick them up. But luckily I have some stored in the fridge. The drumsticks were about I think about $7 or $8, and that was just a little bit too pricey. It wasn't a priority. I'm trying to keep this under budget, so I didn't pick it up, and that's okay. We'll be fine. I did pick up some organic ground beef. I picked up 1 package of this. I honestly should have picked up 2. They were still on sale for about $4. You know, sometimes these can be a little bit more expensive, but their organic ground beef is literally unmatched. It tastes so good, and in hindsight, I should have picked up at least 2 to 3 of these while they're still a good price and practice my own rule, but I didn't. I picked up 2 packets of turkey hot dogs. My kids, again, love these. You know, hot dogs are not always the greatest product, but this has no nitrates, no artificial flavors or preservatives, colors, fillers, and all that yucky stuff that you really want to avoid. But my kids love them. It's a quick, easy thing to make for them. So I picked up 2 packages of it. Last week they only didn't have it, and I only picked up 1, and we ran out of it so quick. I had basically a riot on my hands. I picked up 1 package of beef. I picked up 1 package of beef sausage. This should last us through the week. We still have some from last week, so this will just be perfectly fine for us. I also picked up a package of bacon. My daughter loves bacon. We typically have that every single morning. So we had some still left over from last week. And so 1 package is good enough for us. I picked up some turkey breasts. My daughter loves having these for her little lunchbox for her preschool, her morning preschool program. Again, deli meat is not always the greatest thing to buy, but this has no nitrates, no artificial colors, or no preservatives and all that yucky stuff that you want to avoid. So it's fine for me to get this for her to eat, and she loves to have it as a snack all the time. Now for vegetables, I picked up broccoli. Again, I typically pick up a lot of the same things, so I don't need to think about about what I have in my fridge. I already know what I typically have or typically have on hand, so when it's time for dinner or to make a meal, I can just go in and just grab what I need. And so I picked up broccoli, which I typically always have, and if we don't finish it, another tip is I just chop it up and I put it in the freezer. So then I'll still be able to enjoy it at the price that I bought it, and I'll still have some extra in the freezer if need be, if we don't go through it in a week or it's starting to go bad. I picked up my favorite tried and true garlic. I always pick up a sleeve of garlic, even if I'm not running out. I always like to have garlic on hand. I use it all the time in all of my cookings. It's the base of everything I cook, so we always have garlic on hand. And it's also starting to become sick in cold season. So I'm trying to sneak in extra garlic in all of these kids' food. I picked up 3 avocados. These actually were on sale today. So they were on sale for 85 cents. Sometimes they can be a little bit cheaper. They can be for 75 cents. And I mentioned in my other video, make sure when you find avocados, if you like to eat a lot of avocados, make sure when you go to the store and you have avocados and they have them on sale, pick up a bunch of them. Make sure they're hard to the touch, store them in your fridge. You can grab them one by one and let them ripen on your counter and use them as needed. These things do not go bad in the fridge. The fridge stops the ripening process. And if you need to get it ripe really quick, put it in a bowl that you keep your apples in, and it'll help ripen them up quickly. So I always grab a bunch of these. I still have 3 left over from last week, so I'll have 6 for the week. That's more than enough. We'll probably go through them pretty quickly too. I picked up some white mushrooms. I don't always get this. Once in a while, I'll pick this up. I really felt like having some mushrooms today or this week, so I'm going to get that, and it'll just be a side on something that we have this week. I picked up some bananas. Now, bananas isn't something I always get because bananas will tend to go bad so quickly for us. I don't always pick it up, but I was craving some bananas, and so I grabbed it. And one thing I always do, once I see that if I'm not getting through it quickly or they're starting to go bad really quick, I will just either put them in the freezer, chop them up, put them in the freezer, and it'll be for a smoothie or something, or I just go and make some banana bread. So there, another meal, another item or dessert, something that we'll have, and I'm not wasting our produce. Because again, food is so expensive. You do not want to be wasting food. I picked up some strawberries. This is something that we pick up every single week. My kids love it for breakfast. My son loves these in his snack bag. Now that I think about it, I forgot to get blueberries. Last week we went through the blueberries so quickly. I was eating them with my granola. I think I know why I didn't pick it up, because they didn't have it. I picked up some grapes. Now, I mentioned in my other video that I had stopped buying grapes for a while because we weren't going through them, but we are actually going through them now, and my kids love them, and they will be eating them in their snack. So we've been going through those, so I love the grapes. And these ones, they're firm, they're sweet, so it's going to be gone pretty quickly. Next, I picked up some spinach. We always have this every single week. I picked this up because it's something that I can put on the side of any dish. I like to make a lot of salad bowls, so like I'll put spinach down, I'll put rice, have a protein, and add some other veggies, and there you go, a complete meal. Or again, we'll stick it in the soup, and if we don't go through it and I see it starting to turn, I'll stick it in a bag and put it in the freezer, and then I can just use it frozen. I picked up my favorite. I picked up some apples. My kids will devour this bag so quickly. Again, it's something that I can chop up and give it to them quickly for a snack, or I'll put it in their little preschool bags. We love apples here, and if we don't go through it, I'll just chop it up, either put it in the freezer, or I'll just make some applesauce. Or, like I mentioned in my other video, I'll put it inside of my banana bread, and it makes the banana bread so moist. Finally got my onions. Last week I mentioned that Aldi's did not have any onions, and I actually picked up the last bag that was there. I don't know if they're having an onion shortage or what, but they did not have onions the last time I went, and this was the only bag that there was there. And I'm so glad I got it, because I've been like literally living off of 2 onions all week and just like rationing all the onions that I was using, because I didn't feel like going to the store and getting some. But I'm glad I got some onions, and these are going to be used up pretty quickly. Wow! Last but not least, I picked up a bag of russet potatoes. We love potatoes around here. Again, potatoes is such a versatile staple to have in your house. You can use it on a base of any meal. You can make soup with it, mashed potatoes, loaded potatoes, home fries, french fries, whatever you want, hash browns. I love potatoes, and so I'm so glad I grabbed a bag of that. And these ones actually look really good. Sometimes I have gripes with Aldi's with their potatoes. Sometimes they're not always the best quality, but this bag, I inspected it thoroughly, and it looked like pretty good quality, so I'm glad about that. So the total for all of this haul, did I stay within our budget? My husband had given me the budget of $150 or less. And did I stick to the budget? Yes, I did. I spent $132 on the dot, and I'm so glad that I was able to keep it under budget, even within that impending supply chain issue that might happen or strike. I'm not typically a person that but I'm not a person that likes to panic buy. That's just not me. But my husband was thinking it was prudent that we actually just stock up on some stuff. And you know, it's never a bad idea to make sure we're not running out of things. So one thing I did throughout the week, I will have a running list of things that we're running out of, and I'll write it down. And so by the time it's time for shopping day, which is every Monday for me, I know what we're already needing. So then I know that we're running low on butter or whatever it is. And so I made sure I stuck to what I needed. shop the sales. I would look for whatever items are on sale. I'll look for I'll price check everything. And while I'm shopping, I will literally keep a mental tally of each item that I'm adding to my cart. And then I also have to practice some self-control. I'm not a person that likes to do that. I get impulsive buy. I walked by Aldi's. I know some of you know Aldi's has this seasonal aisle where they have all of these great things, and I really had to practice some self-control. I walked through those aisles and I saw some of their cast iron things that I wanted to get, and they also had some seasonal candles that I really wanted to pick up, but I really was having to pump the brakes and be like, you do not need this. This is not a part of your grocery shopping list, and this is not something that you need for right now because I already have some of these items at home. You have to make sure you practice some self-control as you're shopping and keep those blinders on and make sure you focus on what you came there for. Next, obviously, is shopping, keeping prices in check, especially when you're looking at meat. Make sure you sort through them and look for the ones that are best priced. And if something is on sale, make sure you grab a bunch of them. If your budget allows, make sure you grab a bunch of them, or one or two extra, and then you can store it either in your storage or in your freezer. And so you'll have that item at that good price. And when obviously prices eventually go back up, you won't need to worry about it because you were smart when you shopped and grabbed some extras. And those are my tips for today. Let me know in the comments what you were picking up, and if you've heard about this potential supply chain issue. Have you gone and picked up some extra things for your household? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what your favorite thing from this haul was and what you're doing to stay within your budget as you shop. Give me some new tips because, again, I'm never too old to learn something new. Again, it was a pleasure hanging out with you guys tonight. If you're new to this page and you found this to be helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe and like button, and I will see you guys again on another grocery haul soon. Bye.